A new book about the music of George Gershwin and other popular American songwriters is sure to strike a chord or two with area seniors. The book is The House That George Built by Wilfred Sheed. Many South Shore seniors grew up in the Tin Pan Alley era and keep the music alive today as they perform with local choruses. Lester Sable, 81, of Hull, and Ann Kelsey, 75, of Hingham, share a few reflections on that golden era. Both are members of the Opals.
That whole era is when I grew up. We were as poor as church mice. I lived in Dorchester, and our entertainment was my uncles and aunts would come over to our house on Saturday evening. My mother played the piano, my dad would sing. It was just wonderful. The music told a story. It was just something, as I look back on it, it's more and more part of my life. It really is. And my mother used to take me once a year to a place called, there was a theater here in downtown Boston, the Archeo Keith, and they had vaudeville, and it was just wonderful. They put out such beautiful music. Tin Pan Alley was at the greatest when they were alive. Irving Berlin was a Russian Jew who came over and started playing the piano. I don't think he ever took a lesson in his life. And George Gershwin and his brother were just great. It was wonderful. Wonderful to grow up in those times. I'm very, very fortunate to be old and have seen some of those people.
When this music first came out, everybody was in an element where they were needing some kind of consolation, and I think that music soothes the savage beast per se, plus their music was apropos to the times that we were living in, so that we could not only listen to it and enjoy it, but we could all relate to it also. A lot of Irving Berlin songs, because he really wrote for the American people per se, more than the other conductors were more, the other composers were more classical music, but I think Irving Berlin, with all of his songs through the Second World War and on up, were just very inspiring to all of us. And You're in the Army Now, or When Johnny Comes Marching Home, or all of those military songs really were to me, because I grew up during the Second World War, and then my husband was in the Korean War and the Vietnam War.